Okay, so this is energy transfers part two. Part one is the energy stores and mechanisms. Part two is basically conduction, convection, radiation. So conduction is all about a lattice of atoms which have um, each with a shell of electrons, known as a positive ionic lattice. So you can see here electrons and the positive metallic ions. The outer electrons dissociate from the parent atoms, travel through the lattice, creating a sea of electrons. This sea is basically a kinetic energy store, and it freely moves through the metal when there's an external temperature difference, causing conduction of energy, not only electricity, but also energy. We've also got convection. So when air or water gets hotter, the particles increase their kinetic energy store, they increase their velocity, they push further apart, the fluid or gas becomes less dense and takes up more space for the same mass. That creates a convection current, and energy is transferred by a mechanical process to another place. So this could be a radiator. Bizarrely called a radiator, should be called a convector because it makes the convection current happen as hot air rises, cool air falls, creates this circular current of air in the room. We've also got radiation. So objects emit, that gives out means basically, or absorbs, that means take in as a basic idea. Radiation in the form of infrared. The hotter they are, the more they emit. And we can get these false color images with people, say there's a difference in temperature to show how it works. And different surfaces will emit differently, and we'll see this by conducting, say, an experiment, what's called a Leslie cube in an IR detector. So you take the cube, you fill it with water, hot water, it lets out some radiation, and the different surfaces will emit better or worse. So we've got dull matte black, shiny black, dull matte silver, or shiny white. So the best one is always dull matte black. So that will be absorbing or emitting. So in your living room, you could paint your radiator matte black, and it would do well. Car radiators and CPU fans on computers are often attached to stuff that's painted black because it does help. Insulation, you should know about a wide variety of methods to slow down the loss of energy. And really, it's all about CC&R. So conduction, convection, radiation. You're trying to stop all three happening or reduce all three happening. So you need to know about loft insulation, double glazing, draft excluders. They're the little bits that go into your doors. Silver coatings, foam, cavity walls, all the rest of it. You also should really know about stuff like the vacuum flask and things like that. But that's it in a nutshell, energy transfers or how we're going to reduce them.